What's going on, guys? It has been forever, hasn't it? It always seems like it's forever. I say that every video, but it's been especially long this time. And the stack's big, and I'll show you why it's been so long as well. That's the stack, and I'll tell you a little secret. My shop that I pull at, I haven't even been, I've been so busy and stuff, I have to go on Thursday. I'm like 2 or 3 weeks behind on my comics. I haven't even been there to pick anything up. So they hold it for like 2 months, so I'm not worried about it. But this is what I've bought in the meantime, as well as probably like 3 weeks ago. It's been that long since I've done a video, so I have some comics that you're gonna say, oh, those aren't really that new, but they're the newest ones I picked up, and I got some back issues as well, and some other stuff. So we will start with the other stuff, and I will show you what I got. So I got Deus Ex Machina, I think I'm saying it right. I got this trade paperback Animal Man. This is from the Grant Morrison run of Animal Man. It's in gorgeous condition. I actually found this at a used store for $4.99. So I can't really complain about that. And it was $26.99 Canadian. So, I picked that up. I haven't read it yet. I think it starts at issue... Let me check for you. I believe it starts at like issue 17 or something. Issue 18. So I'm gonna try to buy like the other volumes before I get into that. If anyone knows anything about this, please tell me. I just kind of picked it out on a whim. Animal Man, something I've always wanted to start reading. And like I said, it was $4.99, so I couldn't pass it up. So that is that. I then just bought the trade paperback version. This is like my all-time favorite novel. I also got this at the used store. My wife got the stickers off of it, though. Not that one yet. But I think I paid like $2 or $4 for it. Hater by David Moody. This is my all-time favorite novel. It's so good if you're into like zombie books. This is like a zombie book with a twist. It's like I always say it's a zombie book without zombies. But Hater, it got a lot of press. It got a lot of press a couple years ago because I can never say his name right, but you know, the Del Torium or whatever his name is, the guy does Hellboy and Pan's Labyrinth. He actually bought the rights to this to make it into a movie, and it just never panned out. But he got a lot of press around then. And World War Z gets a lot of flack because this is also kind of the same premise of World War Z, almost like zombie-less zombies, not necessarily your traditional zombies. It's an interesting come-up story about David Moody, though. He shopped this book. To publishers when he wrote it, and no one wanted it. And so he got sick and tired. There you go. Guillermo del Toro. I have no idea why I screwed up his name. But he actually gave a quote for the book right up there. Anyway, back to the story. He just kind of got fed up with publishing, so he actually released this for free online. And for a long time, that's the only way you could read it, was free online. And then it got so many, like, you got millions of views and downloads, and it did so well that he ended up getting a huge publishing deal out of it to actually make it into a book. Kind of a distribution publishing deal, because this is with Thomas Dunn Books. but he also originally self-published it. He created his own. He created his own publishing company. I think he actually shut it down recently. But yeah, so, and then it just kind of took off from there. It's a trilogy. Amazing. I'm sitting here talking about this for like 3 minutes. Get this book. It's incredible. And this is what's been keeping me away, because I haven't been able to put this down, and I actually finished it just the other day. Is I got the hardcover of the second one, Dog Blood. And wow, I probably like this almost more than I like the first one. I already explained the whole thing to you. You just gotta read this. If you're into like horror, and I'm not talking about like Stephen King horror, I'm talking about like this blow Stephen King out of the fucking water. This is the stuff to read. I'm like massive zombie enthusiast, so if you like that stuff, this is what you want. And then we will get to the comics. And you know what? Let me reorganize this. Let's do this from the newer ones to the back issues. So I bought this, as you know, if you've seen my polls, I don't collect like really any X-Men. Like I have an Astonishing X-Men 51 with the Marriage of Northstar. And I mean, the only reason I own that is not only do I think it's a monumental issue with, like, you know, the first gay marriage, but Northstar is part of Alpha Flight, and I collect everything Alpha Flight. But I needed, oh, sorry, there's something coming up on my screen. I think I'm low on battery. But, this is one of those books that, like, there's a lot of talk about, and I like progress made in comics socially, and that is, once you see it, if you're watching this, you're probably a comic book lover, I would imagine, or you got lost. So, you would already know the significance. That's issue number 14, Uncanny X-Men. Of course, one of the characters, it's revealed that he's gay. He says it in the book that he's gay, and it got a lot of press for that, and it was talked about, and I love that X-Men in that universe. I mean, realistically, that's kind of what the X-Men's all about, deep down socially, so, you know, it's being different, and it being okay, so I was glad to see that. X-Men number 14. Had to grab a copy of that. Like I said, you're looking at these probably saying, like, man, these are like weeks old. And like I said, I just haven't been there. So this weekend, the video is going to be massive, because it's going to be like 3 weeks worth of hauling. And I got some, hopefully, as long as they showed up with my poll, I got some goodies I had ordered from the previews book as well. So then we have number 3. Mighty Avengers, yeah, that I got that. Then we have number 3, The Other Dead. Great book. I'm really enjoying that. Man, I really feel like, I think this might have got mixed up, because I feel like I showed you guys that the last video. Maybe not. It's been so long, I don't know. So if you've seen these, too bad. I guess you're seeing them again. But no, I don't think. Then we got Avengers, issue number 23, Infinity. This is obviously Infinity's all done with now. I just haven't picked up the last of it to read it. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the Infinity event. I mean, it was way better than Age of Ultron, so you couldn't really complain. Then we have issue number 6 of Superior Spider-Man Team Up. This is also a book that I wasn't really liking, and I'm really liking this new story arc. Now that Infinity's out of it, I'm back on board with this, so I like it. It almost made the list to drop. So then we have the Superior Spider-Man Annual number 1. I really, really like this with Blackout. It was cool. Definitely a different tone than the normal one. Like, for an annual, it was a lot darker, and I like that. Then we have, I don't even have to say much about this, because this is always, like, the most amazing book when it comes out. Issue number 3 of Sex Criminals. How can you not love that cover? I'm going to be so sad when this is done. This is incredible. The story, the whole premise is, I love it. It's different, and it keeps me intrigued. Then we have, sorry, I'm getting a cold, so I'm like sniffling. Then we have number 18 of the Thunderbolts, the Infinity tie-in. I like the story. Like I said last issue, I hate the art. Like, it seems to me like they got a third grader to do that switched artists on this. The only reason I'm not dropping this is because, if I'm correct, I believe like January, February, the artist is changing. So I will hold on, and if that artist ends up staying, I am not staying. So Thunderbolts. Then this was a lot better than I thought. I saw that John said that this was definitely a really good read, so I got excited when I grabbed it, because usually he knows what he's talking about, and you did, John. Is Harley Quinn, number 0. It was hilarious. I like... It was truly hilarious. And everyone knows I'm not a big fan of like Deadpool comedy type books, but this worked. Seeing all the different artists was cool, and her breaking that fourth wall, it was funny. And I didn't find it redundant. I didn't find that it was... I got tired of it. And then at the end, we even got that sneak peek, the start of a story and what's going on. So I can't wait to grab number 1 in my poll when I make it there. Then we have number 6, Avengers AI. I'm still loving this book. I'm a big fan of Hank Pym. Try to bring that closer. There we go. I'm trying not to glare you to death. So, Avengers AI, Demetros Unmasked. So we find out who he is, and all the... I enjoyed this issue. I actually thought this issue was pretty... I don't know, maybe someone can correct me on my older Hank Pym, but I don't know if it's ever really been done that Hank Pym discovers that he's bipolar in this book. And I thought that was cool. From what I know, pretty original. I know a lot of people have issues with Hank Pym and his attitude, and he's kind of out there. And that kind of gives you a reason of, like, why he is how he is. So, I thought that was pretty cool. And then we have a disappointer. We have the last issue, number 5 of Dexter. Wow, I was on board. I love the suspense of the series, and I was kind of like, issue number 5, it's, we've been building this slow build up, issue number 5, I'm ready, like, let's get this guy, let's kill him, and then we get to the last page, and then it's just like, oh yeah, and it's implied that Dexter's gonna go kill him, and we don't see any of that, like, people... That's what I like Dexter for. Like, I'm a horror guy. I want to see something. And I don't want this huge build up for a lackluster end, which this was. And then I see, they did the cliffhanger, and all the cliffhanger really was to sell that they have Dexter Down Under coming in February. So I will probably not be pulling Dexter Down Under, to be honest. I just was not happy with that, and you make me an unhappy customer, you are not going to get my money. So then we have probably one of my... This is probably going to go down as... I don't know why, but probably one of my favorite Hulk covers. Issue 15 of Indestructible Hulk. I just love that cover. I don't know why. When I saw it in the previews when they were showcasing this, I really liked it. This was great. we're still, it's the we're still in the time. We were in the time chronologists story arc. I didn't necessarily love how it ended. I thought it ended kind of quick, but I did like the story arc, and I've liked this book. To me, it was only really bad through the Thor stuff. I didn't really like the Thor, but it's been all right. And then here's a book that I am actually, I'm sadly, think I'm going to be dropping, which is issue number 5, Batman 66. You'll still see me pull it because, unfortunately, we don't have 2 shops in Newfoundland and St. John, so unfortunately I don't have the luxury of all these different shops, and the shop that does do my pull list, you have to give them 2 issues notice, so I'll still have to get like 2 more issues of this before it's officially canceled. So it's not that I hate the book. I like it. It's fun. But it's one of those books that when it comes, I'm not necessarily excited to read it. I'd rather watch the show than read the book. And yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on that. Then we have issue number 5 of The Wake. I just get tired of talking about this. Like, it's good. If you're not on this, then you're a loser. This is probably like one of my favorite things Scott Schneider has ever done. It's like sci-fi horror, and it's so good, so good. I'm sad because I believe this is like there's like a month or 2 break, and then we are on like part 2 of the story because it's a 10-part story. Then Infinity tie-in of Secret Avengers number 11. Everyone knows I'm a sucker, so I buy all the tie-ins. I'll tell you a secret. I read this, and I read it about halfway, and it was so bad I just stopped reading it. I don't care. Who cares? Then issue number 3, God is Dead, the Hickman cover. I'm liking this. I was a little worried about it, but liking it. And then I got the End of Days cover for number 3 as well. I get the End of Day covers for all of them. Then we have, speaking of Guillermo del Toro, or however you want to say his name, we have The Strain, The Fall, number 5. I like this book, but I don't know. I'm trying to clear some room up on my pull list because my pull list is getting very big. I'm pulling like 60, 70 books, and I keep I got 14 more to add, so I kind of want to drop it. I'm stuff I'm not excited about. Why am I reading it? And this is a book, like, I do like it, but I got onto it because I thought it was advertised as a miniseries, which I feel like it was. But then, of course, since this is turning into a TV show, they turned it into an ongoing. So I haven't fully decided yet. I may stay on it because I feel if it becomes a successful TV show, it will be a hot book, and then I'll be sad I don't pull it. And I do like the story. It's a cool story. We'll see. I don't know yet. Then number 2, this is the variant cover that they pulled for me of Afterlife with Archie. Only Archie that I read, and it is so spectacular. Yet again, more adult fun, not for your normal Archie readers. Archie and zombies, you cannot go wrong. And that's it for the new stuff. And now it is the back issue stuff. So, I'll show you. So I picked these all up. I'm trying to look. I think I picked these all up for like $1. So it was cool. A couple of them came in like a bag of 2. So actually, I'm gonna switch it so I can show you what the bag of 2 was. So I actually bought some comics and some series that I didn't own yet. Like, I've never owned any of the character. So this was a bag of 2. I do own some of this stuff. It's issue number 403, Captain America. Great cover. I like the Wolverine little appearance at the bottom there. And then that came in a bag of 2, and the reason, not only because of Captain America, but the main reason I bought it, because I was like, I really want to try to get into this character. The characters always interest me. But I picked up 306 of Daredevil. Daredevil has such great covers. That's one of the reasons I'm attracted to Daredevil. The comics. And then I basically saw another 2-pack like sitting beside it. So the random comic that came with it was issue number 28 of Namor the Submariner. And this one features Iron Fist. So I thought that was cool. I don't own any Namor. And then the reason I bought it was because then it came with 305 of Daredevil. Little Spider-Man appearance and the old Surgeon General. Great covers. And then these ones I just randomly picked up for $1 because they're series I collected. And then I'm gonna do it this way. And then the last one is whoa. All right, it's all right. I saved them. Got this huge stack from I'm putting away. I'm reorganizing my box because I've been saying it for months now. I'm trying to show you my collection. So I picked up number 7, Captain Canuck. I'm excited. I just found out. I didn't know that they had the web series about him. So the new cartoon. So I'm going to start watching that. And then issue number 8. Of Captain Canuck. So I've got a couple in this series right now. This didn't go very long. I think it went like 12 issues or something. So, and I think I have like 4, so I have like 10 more to buy. And then I'm slowly getting closer to finally finishing this. I picked up issue number 34, The Way of the Warrior. It's Guy Gardner, Warrior. I have pretty much this entire series, and then issue number 42, which they renamed Gal Gardner Warrior for that book. And then this was kind of like my find recently, that it's not an expensive book, it's not a hard book to find, but Magog is like my favorite character, and this is listed as his first appearance. So it was a book that I wanted, and I picked up for $1 in amazing shape. So we got The Kingdom #1 with that sexy Magog cover. Such a great cover. Mark Waid, Ariel Olivetti. Love that. And, yeah, that's it. So I'll be back this weekend with the massive, 3 weeks of new books. Give it a like or a dislike if you want. Comment. Subscribe me. I'm also going to do a subscriber shout out next week. All the people that subscribe to me. And let you know about checking people's channels that I look at. And, yeah. The link's on my YouTube are there. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook. If you're in the music, I have a SoundCloud link up there too with some of my DJ mixes. But, yeah, Twitter, I don't just talk about music and stuff. I mostly talk about comics on my Twitter and Facebook. So, give me a follow. We will see you again, as always. Turn up.